Good evening, everyone. We'll start the session now. The last session, I explained about the course content. What are the topics we are going to discuss? These things I explained. Okay, but now introduction to software testing, where I will go and explain to you what is software testing, advantages of software testing, difference among the error, defect, bug, and failure. Some of the major activities. Like coding, testing, defect reporting, debugging, bug fixing. Then types of software testing, such as one is manual testing, the second one is automation testing. Manual testing, automation testing. Okay. Now, yesterday I explained about the what is software application. Generally, set of instructions or programs to perform particular business transactions in a system is called software. Like business areas are banking, insurance, telecom, healthcare, ERP, etc. Now, if you talk about the ICICIbank.com business banking, so to whom it is ICICI Bank, who is a client, right? Where client HDFC Bank or ICICI Bank, who is going to provide their inputs to the software development company, where software developed as per the client business requirements. Whenever software developed, that will be given to the separate testing team where they have to go for testing as per the requirements for that. So review on project requirements are done by the test engineers where we have to identify the test scenarios. Then we have to prepare the test cases. Then you have to prepare the okay. Now see how we can define software testing means software testing is a process used to identify correctness, completeness, and to measure quality of developed software. In other words, we can say software testing performed to ensure client business requirements in developed software. Software testing performed to ensure client business requirements in developed software, or we can say software testing is a combination of verification and validation. Okay, now quality software. How we can define the quality software? From producer point of view, producer means the team which is involved to develop the software. From the producer point of view, when application fulfilled with all the client requirements, And an end user point of view, when application fit for use, then it is considered as quality software. Then it considers quality software. Right. However, some major factors depend on the quality software. What are the major factors depends on the quality software, such as budget. Budget means my here. So generally, when we are going to start developing the software, there will be some agreements with the client. How much cost we are going to take to develop the software. Make sure we have to develop the software within that specified cost it is. Second one, in-time release. Maybe client expecting the project within 8 months of time. Make sure we need to deliver the software within 8 months it is. Then reliability. Reliability means meet client requirements in terms of functionalities, meet client expectations in terms of speed, usability, user interface, security, recovery, etc. Okay. But as a test engineer, we are the responsible to check these factors more, client requirements and expectations. Now, what are the advantages of software testing? Advantages of software testing. So, first thing, software testing will help to deliver reliable software to the customer. So, whenever we given the right software to the customer, where we can get the client satisfaction. Whenever we got the client satisfaction, your company will get the good reputation in the market so that we can get the more orders, more business we can do. It will help to stay in a business. It will help to stay in business. Next one more. It will reduce maintenance cost for a project. It will reduce maintenance cost for a project. Okay. That what is the meaning of maintenance cost? Once we deliver the software to the client, while using software, if client got any issues with that software, to rectify those problems in software, whatever amount is going to spend, that expenditure, that expenditure we call as maintenance cost. If you tested, we given the right software, definitely client will get the less problems, low maintenance. It will help to deliver a bug-free software to the customer. So these are the advantages we have when you go for the software testing, right? Software testing will help to deliver reliable software to the customer. It will help to stay in business. It will reduce maintenance cost for a project. It will help to deliver a bug-free software to the customer. These are the advantages we have when you go for software testing. Now, some of the difference among the error, defect, bug, and failed. Even though I said it is demo means so subject only I'm going to discuss only free classes. Some students still have some doubts on that. They thought that they are demo session. That's the reason they are not able to join. There's a message sent to the management. Okay. So we have to say that only two free classes, not demo. We have to say. Then only students are going to continue to attend the classes. Because other institutes also said demo means same topic they are going to discuss 2, 3, 1 week also I saw it is some institutes are going to take 1 week also the same topic they are going to explain. But not me. First one, error. What is an error means? Well, it is a human mistake which are identified in programs level or source code of the application. It is a human mistake which are identified in programs level or source code of the application. Example, it is like a logical errors and syntax errors. Okay, more like this logical errors and syntax errors. Let us see what is the difference between these two more. Actual requirement is A plus B multiplied with C. Now, when I ask the developer one, when I ask the developer one, very written like this, no? A multiply star B plus C is given. Whereas another developer 2 is written the A plus B multiplied with C like this. Now, developer one mistake where we are going to call my here. Logical error. So what is that logical error means? Understand my here. That is, given instruction is understandable, but it will generate wrong output. Here, it is also error here. When given instruction is not understandable. Actual record like this. This is what the so programs level identified mistakes where we are going to call errors we are going to call. As a test engineer, you are not the responsible for that. As a test engineer, you are not the responsible to identify the mistakes in the code level. Right, second one, defect. Whereas defect can also called as an issue or incident or fault. Defect can also called as an issue or incident or fault. Right. What is the meaning of that? It is a deviation between expected to actual results. In AUT, AUT means application under test. Application under test. Defect can also called as an issue or incident or fault. It is a deviation between expected to actual results in AUT application under test. Let's see my example. So I want to test the login functionality. How do you want to test here? The test case is given like this. So in my scenario here, login functionality. What is the scenario for login functionality? The test case one. verify login functionality verify login functionality using without data okay. Now I'll go for testing it is. There's a project is there. To the login function. Now, without enter the username, without enter the password, if I click on the submit, see how it is going to respond. Expecting error message, right? If I go for like this, what is saying that login successfully? Login successfully. Let us see once again. Without enter the username, password values, if I click on submit, expecting unsuccessful, but login success. Their deviation or not. So what is the expected result? Unsuccessful login operation. What is the actual result? Successful login operation. What is the status of the test? Pass or fail? Fail. This is what the difference. We got deviation expected to the actual result. Now I will show one more application. Login.salesforce.com application is there. Usually without enter the data, okay, without enter the data, without enter the data, username, if I enter the password value only, if I click on the login, what is the expectation? Error message should be displayed. Now see me, if I go for login, please enter your username. Test is passed here. Now, this is the one defect earlier is there. Now they rectified, they given, now previously what happens, no? No error message displayed. Just shows that so fields are blank. The defect we are going to call. But generally, as a test engineer, whenever we identify defects, then we report to the developers. Developers are going to do the review on the defects. If developers are accepted our defects which are reported, then those are called bugs. Understand? Whenever developers are accepted our defects which are reported, then those are called bugs. What is the meaning here? That is confirmed. Okay. The defects when developers are accept our defects which are reported. Okay, that is the bug we are going to call. If they accept it. So let us see here. In this application home page, some defects are there. No? It is login function not working. See, date also incorrect. Sign on is there. Actually, sign up are required, but sign on is there. Third one. Fourth one, page is not loaded completely. Off the screen only is there, right? The fifth one here, forgot password is there. That component is missing. Okay. This type of, so how many defects we have in this space? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. Now I reported 5 defects to developers. Out of 5, so developer accepted 4. 3, so 1 is not accepted. So login function accepted. This is accepted. Date is accepted. Spelling mistake accepted. But forgot password is not accepted. Forgot password is not accepted. Why, sir? So actually, it is not developer mistake. Client don't want the forgot password component because it is a training application. Forgot password feature is not required. There's a reason it is not implemented. Right, ma? There's a bug. Next, ma, failure. What is that failure means? When defects are reached to the whenever defects are reached to the end user, then it is called failure software. So that means one problem is there. We are not going to say it's a failure software. More number of defects will cause system failure. Suppose if you go for the ATM, so you are not able to get the many slips are not getting, but other transactions you can able to do. Now they are going to allow you to do your transactions. Suppose you are not able to get the slips and you are not able to withdraw amount. So you are not able to see the account back. In that case, more transactions you are not able to do some issue. Then it is called out of service they are going to put. If more operations are unable to do in ATM, right? Such a way, only one defect is there. We should not say it is a failure software. Now we have to say it is whenever defects are reached to the end user, then it is called a failure software. More number of defects will cause system failure. More number of defects will cause system failure. So everyone able to follow? Supraja, Anshuman, Manogna is a clear one.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Any doubts are there? You're not clear. Let me know it is. So at least you can give the message in the chat box so that I can go for more explanation until you understand. Now, some of the major activities we'll discuss. Some of the major activities. Software company. Some of the major activities in software company. So first thing more, coding. Coding means writing the programs using either programming or scripting languages in order to develop the software. It's called coding. For writing the programs using either programming or scripting languages in order to develop the software is called coding. Who is the responsible? It is performed by developers or programmers. So once the software developed, then what they do? Once software developed, that will be given to separate testing team. Once the software developed, that will be given to separate testing team where testing engineers will validate that software as per client requirements. It's called testing. Separate team will go for testing it is. Next one, defect reporting. That means as a test engineer, when we identify defects, then what we have to do? We are going to report to the developers, right? We are not going to solve it is. Okay. So that is what here notify about the defects to developers is called defect reporting. Notifying about the defects to developers is called defect reporting. Okay, it is performed by test engineers. We are reporting. Then we have the debug. What is the meaning of debugging? Analyzing source code of the application. Analyzing source code of the application in order to identify root cause for a defect is called debugging. Analyzing source code of the application in order to identify root cause for a defect. Why this defect is raised? Where they did a mistake. They have to analyze the code. That is a debugging. Suppose there is a option called file, print option is there. If I want to get the output from the printer, even though I given the print, then directly I'm not going to call the service person. No, first I need to check why it is not coming. So printer power is on or off. In my laptop, printer drives are installed or not. Or papers are there or not. Printer is connected to the laptop or we have to check it. This is what the root cause analysis. Okay, analyzing source code of the application in order to identify root cause for a defect is called debugging. But who is the responsible for this? It is performed by developers. Developers will do code level. Then bug fixing means for modifying source code of the application in order to solve the defects is called bug fixing or bug resolving. We are going to call modifying source code of the application in order to solve the defects is called bug fixing or bug resolving. It is performed by developers only. So these are the some major activities. Look into this diagram right here. First, we are going to get the requirements from the client. So client requirements are going taken by the software company. So in this company, developers are the responsible where they can go for the coding. Once coding is completed, then software development that is given to separate testing team, where testings are going to test the application. While testing the software, so there is a possibility we may going to identify some defects. Whenever defects are identified, we report to the developers. That is called defect reporting. Once we report a defects developers will go for the debugging. So that is analyze the source code. Why these defects are raised? Where they did mistake, they have to analyze it is. According to that, they go for the bug fixing. They modify code in order to solve the defects. Once the bugs are resolved, then development team release a modified application to separate testing team only. So whenever everything is working fine, then only we are going to deliver the software to the client. This way it is going to be general idea how the testing where our testing comes at this level once a software developed. Okay. So that is the class for us today. Now, how the testing is going to be performed? Types of software testing. So types of software testing that we are going to discuss in the tomorrow class. Okay. Tomorrow continue the session. Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye. So Anshman, you're asking bug and fail. Is it clear, ma'am? Bug and fail. So generally, see, defect means if tester you got some problem in the application while testing, that we are going to call a defect. If you given to the developers are accepted. So your defects, then it is called developers are accepted your defects which you reported. Then those are called bugs. That is confirmed or valid defects. Bugs we are going to call. The failure means it is not related to the one component or one functionality. Okay, failure is not related to the one component, one function. Majority of the functionalities or majority of the components are not working, then only we say it is a failure. Failure is system related, failure software. There is no account failure functionality, right? That's what it is, difference. Clear? Anushman, is it clear, ma? Your doubt? Mass issues. So more features are not working in the software. Okay. Use the same link for tomorrow also. Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.